One of the spiritual teachers I studied with, he was not anymore with us here in physical form, but I met him in the spiritual realm, said, if your presence doesn't work, nothing will. Hello, dear soul lady. Welcome to yet another coffee table conversation. My name is Dr. Christiaan, and presence. The context in which he mentioned this remark has been a situation where this particular teacher was Indian, part of the yoga tradition. And one day he went with his grandmother, who he had a very close relationship with, and you could say that his grandmother was a kind of a spiritual teacher for him when he was young. She went with him shopping in the nearest village. And at some point, they walked around the corner and Sue saw two giant men fighting in the middle of the street. And his grandmother was quite smaller than him, and he was not that big either, or not that tall. So she was a very tiny little lady, and she walked up to those men, came close, not showing any sign of fear, and she just stood there, saying nothing, doing nothing. And slowly but gradually, the heated argument, and the intensity of the emotions started to fade away. And at some point, they turned their back on each other and went their own way. Done. Solved. He witnessed this as a young boy, and it was mind-blowing. He was very, very impressed. And he actually didn't understand what the heck happened. So, in walking back to wherever they came from, he started to ask, Grandmother, what exactly did you do? And that was her answer. If your presence doesn't work, nothing will. And that stayed with me, that story and that remark, because presence is something that I'm very much involved with. Presence is something that I really cultivate and wish to enhance and becoming more present, because first of all, what presence does is that it helps you to come into the here and now, where past is past and future has not yet happened, and noticing what's happening here now, outside of myself, but also inwardly, and that is perhaps the most important part, to be the observer, the journalist, with curiosity, turning my eyes inward and look, see, sense what's happening there. And that brings me to number 2, because whenever something happens, we cannot control what is actually happening, but what we always can control is how we deal with the situation. We can either react, poof, or we can take a breath and count until 10 and then respond. And it is in this moment of responding, in these 10 counts of waiting, It's presence, it's the presence that quickly analyzes the situation and sends into the situation, and therefore is much more accurate, much more effective, and much more beneficial in the responses you have to it, you give to it. And there's also some other very important thing about presence, and that has to do with wounds, with pain, with suffering, with everything that makes you unhappy. I've been trained as a healer, but that's another story in itself. I didn't want to be a healer, and occasionally like people who were clairvoyant, for instance, and had this extraordinary capacity, they then looked at me and said, you are a healer. And I said, thank you so much, and but no, thank you. And then I left it. So again, there's a whole other story to it, but what I do notice, and what I have been taught, and I can completely confirm, 100% confirm of the truth of it, the only moment where true healing can occur is here and now. We cannot heal something in the past which has not happened. We cannot heal something in the future because it has not happened yet. The only thing that we have the opportunity to heal, whatever is bothering us, whatever is painful, whatever we suffer from, is being present to what is here and now, and to feel what wishes to be felt, and to see what wishes to be acknowledged. And particularly the feeling part is important, because feelings is the glue that makes certain events that happened in the past stick. It's the unprocessed feelings that make those events reoccur, like a hamster on a hamster wheel. Time and time again comes the memory. Oh, there's the memory again, and oh, there's the memory again. When the feelings are felt, the glue disappears, and the memory starts to fade away and doesn't come back anymore, or that not that often. There's also in this expression, feeling it is healing it. So with these three things I would leave you with, and would like to leave you with, and thank you for being here, and hope to see you at one or another coffee table conversation. If there's something like you wish to share, something that touched you, that came up for you listening to this conversation, if you have a question about it, if you would like me to speak about something else, like a theme that is close to your heart or in front of mind, and put it in the comments. I read them all, and then I can see to weave it in one of the next coffee table conversations. For now, I wish you a wonderful day, evening, or if you're about to go to bed, sleep well, and hope to see you at another conversation again. Take care. Bye for now.